We're going to graph these two linear equations, the one you see in the purple and the one you see in the green. And it's important to note that they are already in slope-intercept form. See, because the y is by itself over here. And you can really just look at them and you can determine what the slope is and what the y-intercept is just by looking at it. So looking at the purple one right here, we see that the slope is 5. And we see that the y-intercept is -4. So we're going to start at -4 on the y-intercept. All right, remembering that this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis. So on the y-axis, I'm going to find -4 and I put a point. The line is going to go through that point. But now I need to use the slope to find another point. Now, since the slope is 5, you know that slope we talk about rise over run. So we need 5 over something. And to make any number a fraction, you just put it over 1. So our rise is going to be 5, and our run is going to be 1. So from this purple point, we are going to rise 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to run 1. Once we do that, we put our second point right here. All right, so remember, you do it from the first point, you don't do it from the origin. Okay, and then we have a line. Then we draw a line between these 2 points, and let me see what I can do. There we go. There's our first line, our purple line. All right, and now let's graph this green line here. So you can find the slope just by looking at it. It's the number in front of the x, the coefficient. And in this case, it is -8. So we're going to put it over 1 to make it a fraction. And now we see our rise over our run. And of course, we need to start right here at our y-intercept, which is +1. So I'm going to go to the graph. This green graph has nothing to do with the purple graph. I find the y-intercept of 1, +1, which is right here. So I know the green line will go through that point. And now I'm going to use the slope to graph and find the second point. So the slope is -8 over 1. I'm going to rise -8. So that's going down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I'm going to run a +1 right here. So my second point is going to be right here. All right, let me put a graph in between those two green points. All right, shape of my graph is a line, and so I've just graphed another line. I graphed 2 different lines here. One is the purple one, and I use that one because it has a positive slope. So from left to right, you see that it goes up. And then I graphed the green one because that one has a negative slope. And from left to right, you'll notice that a negative slope goes down.